Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me as we finish off the Grade 8 Gauss from 2010 with question 25 here. In a sequence of 10 terms, the first term is 1, the second term is x, and each term after the second is the sum of the previous two terms. This is very much like a Fibonacci sequence, where you go 1, 1, and then the next one is 2, then 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, and so on. This is a very famous sequence here called the Fibonacci sequence. Okay. And it looks like they're sort of generalizing that. So we get 1x, x plus 1, 2x plus 1, for example. So for example, if x is 11, then we get 1, 11, 1 plus 11 is 12, 11 plus 12 is 23, 12 plus 23 is 35, and so on. For some values of x, the number 463 appears in the sequence. If x is a positive integer, what is the sum of all the values of x for which 463 appears in the sequence? Interesting. All right. So what could we do? Well, we can get a fresh sheet of paper, I guess. Give question 25 its own independent sheet. We know it's only 10 terms. I'm actually just going to write out an expression for the 10 terms here. So 2x plus 1, then add the previous two. So 3x plus 2. And as I'm doing this, I'm noticing, okay, 3x plus 2. Could 463 be written as a multiple of 3 plus 2? Could it be written as a multiple of 2 plus 1? There's only certain possibilities we can have. Anyway, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next one will be 5x plus 3. So that's the sixth term. 8x plus 5. 13x plus 8. So that's 7, 8. 21x plus 13. And finally, 34x plus 21. 9 and 10 here. Okay. So I think the thing to do here is just to take each one of these. Obviously, it can't be 1. But we could have, for example, x be 463. That's fine. Or if x is going to, if the third term is 463, then x could be 462. Or if we subtract 1, I'll grab my calculator just to make this a little faster. If 463 is the fourth term, well, what would the x value have to be? 463 minus 1, 462, and then divide that by 2, 231. And here I'm working out each x value. Okay, 463 minus 2 divided by 3, and that would be 153.666. That's not going to be a nice integer. So there's not really going to be an x value if it's 5. Okay, useful things to know. 463 minus 3, 460 divided by 5, I'll get x is 92 if 463 is in the sixth position. 463 minus 5, divide that by 8. That would be 57.25. There's not going to be an x value that makes the seventh term in my sequence 463. And we just keep going on like this. So only a couple more terms to go. 463 minus 8 divided by 13 is 35. 463 minus 13 divided by 21, that's not going to work out. Yeah. So can't do 9. And the last one, 463 minus 21 divided by 34 is, 13. I didn't think that one would work out. But there we go. So I've managed to sort of reverse engineer all the possible values of x. What did they want? They just want me to add them up. I don't think there's a particularly fast way to do this question. I really think because of the requirement of getting a whole number, you really have to sort of just go through and check each time. Okay? Each possible position. And it doesn't take that long. If I saw the question, so this is how we sort of think about questions. If I saw the question and it said, we have a sequence of 100 terms, there's no way I can do all of those. So I'd have to look for something fancy. Okay? I don't know what exactly I would do in that sort of a situation, because I really don't think anything other than guess and check is the way to go here. But I suppose you could start looking at remainders and factors and things like 463. But other than that, I don't think there's sort of a particularly fast way to do this. Write out the terms of the sequence, figure out the x values that do work, that are positive whole numbers. And then, well, I still have to finish this off, but we add them all up. So 463, again, I'm just going to grab my calculator. It's there. It makes things go faster. 463 plus 462 plus 231 plus 92 plus 35 plus 13. And I get a final answer of 1296. There we go. And 1296 is, there he is, it's B. So we'll go with B as our answer, and that finishes off the contest quite nicely. Okay, so that wraps up our 2010 Gauss. Up next will be the 2010 Pascal paper. So if you're looking for a slightly harder but still multiple choice contest, you can absolutely stay tuned, and that'll be up in just a little while. Okay, but until then, continue practicing those math contests. Feel free to like or subscribe or anything else to let me know that you're interested. And just keep enjoying math contests. I'll see you in another video in the future.